Who wants to go to the Florida Everglades? Come on, let's go. This place is amazing. We're about to take a beautiful little hike, and I hope I have enough bars, which I have 2 right now, so that's a wonderful thing. This is why I still don't get rid of my husband's phone. Not just for this reason, of course, but it is helpful. And it does make me feel like he's still here. All right, where's everybody? Who wants to go into... Let me turn the camera around. I can't see. It's so dark. You're just gonna have to see what I see. Wait. Where's everyone? All right, we are currently on a bridge. So here's some information. I'm gonna hide you in the brushes here. Oh, you know what? The sunglasses aren't helping me either. Hi guys, I'm frozen really. How's this? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh good, the clouds. Thank you, Jesus. It's super hot here, you guys. All right, look closely at the surface of the glades, and these are the glades. Floating on the water or encrusting the ground is a spongy mat called periphyton, something like that. Bad signal, huh? Can you guys hear me now? I'm gonna go out and come back in. Is this better? Give me a sound check, please. Aw, hi Daniel. We're talking about periphyton or periphyton. I don't know. I think it's probably called periphyton. It nurtures the Everglades, the life in the Everglades. It consists of algae that grow only in low nutrient water. During the winter dry season, periphyton may look gray and dead, but it is merely dormant, harboring microscopic life until summer rains arrive. The entire Everglades food web has evolved in pure low nutrient water. Changes in water quality due to nutrient contamination, like the introduction of phosphates and those dang nitrates, now threaten the natural glades. From the microscopic level to the replacement of periphyton and sawgrass with thick strands of cattails. If nutrient contamination continues, how will the Everglades look to future generations? Will the glades still be a natural river of grass or a broad expanse of cattails, lower in diversity and poorer in wildlife? Because the only place where you really do want diversity is in nature. The answer depends on efforts to protect the water quality here. Okay, we're going through. I'm so glad the clouds are here to help us. Let me know if you can see and hear me. I've got my safari on. All right, you guys, we're walking into the Everglades right now. And this is a season where the alligators are raising their babies. So it's actually really dangerous to get near alligators when there are babies involved, because they are super ultra protective parents. And they will attack you. You know what, Daniel? I understand that chemtrail law. It doesn't really outlaw chemtrails. It outlaws chemtrails without written agreements or something like that. It's where you can't just start spraying over Florida. You have to ask if it's okay. So that likely tells me that, I mean, I'm seeing chemtrails still. So no, they're not outlawed at all. They're still there, and I guess they're asking for permission and getting it. So you see over there that little building, that's the National Park building. It's pretty boring. Right now we are actually in the deep of the Florida Everglades, and I'm on this beautiful little trail here so I can walk through the Everglades without hurting myself. How's everybody doing today? I know many of you woke up to a very, very thick blanket of snow, so I hope you will suspend all of your reality and take a little walk with me through the Florida Everglades, where it is super warm and sunny and everyone's smiling and happy. Look, smile, happy. Yeah. But seriously, people in Florida do seem to be happier. People are happier when they're warm and comfortable. It's like summertime here. It's winter time, and I understand it is going to get much colder tomorrow. So we will likely see some alligator families getting ready for the cold snap, because you want to talk about weather prediction. Animals, they do weather prediction. Look how beautiful this is. 43 centimeters of snow. What is that in inches, Daniel? Sounds like a lot. 84 degrees. Nice, runner. That's what I woke up to as well. Okay, let's keep walking. Oh, I've got full bars, so that's a good thing. Look at this. What you're seeing here is a mixture of sawgrass and those dreaded cattails that I was reading about. But mostly it's sawgrass and trees. There's no snow here, I promise you that. Look at this pretty little flower. I love the little unexpected blooms throughout the Everglades. You just walking along and then all of a sudden you'll just see this gorgeous flower peeking out. And orchids too. This is the home of a very elusive orchid that doesn't grow anywhere else but here in the Everglades. I believe it's called ghost orchid. Oh, look, we have a little friend over here. And in this water, there are alligators. We can't see them, but they're there. We might see them. You see this bird here with his wings outstretched like that? He looks that way. He looks that way because he's airing out his wings. But those fish dive. So this is the National Park's Shark Valley section of the Everglades. For the past 75 years, the natural means of conveying water to the Everglades National Park, oh, he's talking, has been converted to an artificial system designed to suit human needs. A 1,400-mile labyrinth of canals, levees, drainage ditches, and control gates replaces the former sheet flow of water. That river of grass you often hear about. Water flowing into the park does so now at the bidding of people. Needs of snail, kites, and alligators are weighed against providing flood protection and supplying adequate water for agriculture and homes. Yeah. So people are causing the Florida Everglades. Something's going on over there. Could it just be the plants moving by itself? Or is there something underneath? So these are such pretty birds. They actually dive all the way under the water. They can swim. They look like fish. And they're beaks are incredibly sharp. Look at that. Stab a fish, boom, done. Yum, yum. What a beautiful bird. You don't usually get this close to these guys either. Looks like one side's, oh, I was gonna say one side is drier than the other side, huh? Sweet birdie. Who knows what is the name of this bird? This bird, yes, you are getting your 15 minutes of fame, aren't you? So cool. I love these animals. Keep your eyes out for the alligators. Stay active, or stay alert, active alligator nest. No, I don't think that's right now. But you never know, because they do live here, and they are in there. And we will likely see at least one, because there are so many of them. You wouldn't believe it. I'm a little bit concerned about my phone getting too much sun here. This afternoon sun is very, very strong. Hi everyone. I say that and God turns it down. Thank you. Anyway, welcome to a live walking tour of the Florida Everglades National Park, which I am a member of, so I pay to come here. It's not cheap, but it's important that y'all get to see the national park through my eyes. And if you do want to support the Beach Report, you're welcome to do that through Super Chats, gifts, and you can also check out my website, jillbooks.com, where you can buy the books that I personally wrote and published. One of them I didn't write, but I published it. Here, let's see if we can find any alligators here. Alligators play a crucial role in the natural water management of the Everglades. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. During the dry season, gators take refuge in water-filled holes in the bedrock that they clear of muck and vegetation. And by the way, this is the dry season right now. Gator holes serve as an oasis for a myriad of life. Fish, turtles, and birds, along with the alligators, find food and water for sustenance while the glades are parched. When summer rains return, life moves from the gator holes to repopulate the open glades. And when you find a gator hole, there will be a lot of gators in it. Hey, Ulugby. Thank you so much for your gifts, your super chats, your support. It means more than you can know. So we're just walking through the Florida Everglades looking for the alligators, but a little bit afraid to find them because this is a time where they have their babies out. Their babies are born and they're taking care of their babies, and if you get too close to their babies, they will not behave nicely. They are fierce protectors of their little guys. And sometimes you can tell where the babies are because they kind of bark like little dogs. They sound like little dogs when they bark. And if you hear that barking, you better get away because Mama hears it too, and Mama will come and see why her babies are barking. I call it barking. It probably has another name. But to me, it sounds like puppies. Gator puppies. I think they might even call them pups. Anyway, I call gators swamp puppies because I love them. I know. Who loves gators? Jill loves gators. There's one now. No, I'm wrong. It's just a stick. When you're looking for gators in a bunch of lily pads like this, you can tell that the water's pretty low because the lily pads are sticking out so much. And you can see banks. Yes, we're gator hunting today, Ulugby. So get your gator searching glasses on and help this old lady find a gator. Speaking of old ladies. Hi guys. For those of you coming on right now, we are in the Florida Everglades live in Everglades National Park, and we are currently looking for wildlife. Of course, that includes gators. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about something. As you know, wait, I saw bubbles. Okay, anyway, you can tell where the gators have actually paths that they come up on land. Anyway, I'll just chat with you until we see a gator. As you know, I just turned 60 years old. And while I am thrilled to be 60 years old, I am acutely aware that these are my best years. Like, they're the best of what's to come when you're 60. You see people in their 70s and their 80s, and all of my friends look really good, I gotta say, thank goodness. But I know that you do, people age, and if your best years are behind you and you have nothing to look forward to, you might age a little bit faster than someone like me, who I have had some great years, don't get me wrong, but I have made it so that my days now get better for me personally. I've been through a lot. I've been treated to the unkindness, shall we call it, of humans in so many ways that I choose to be alone, walking this path of life by myself, but also walking it with a lot of really great friends. I'm not alone, but I mean, you know, my husband passed away, and I never feel alone because I'm here in the Everglades right now because of Ray, because this was his favorite place to be. And as I'm working on his book, it reminds me, that it's good for me to go out in the Everglades because he would want me to do that. I've been researching a lot about about what happens after you die. So there's this guy named Edgar Casey, and I saw this video about how the first year after death, they don't go anywhere, but they stay around you, and they watch you, and they contact you. And now I know that that is true. That is very true. And if you are alive and you're dying, people who are dead and have been dead for years will come and get you and greet you. You're never alone. Never. So those of you going through grief right now, having lost a husband or a wife or even, God forbid, a child, you have to know that what you do in the year or two after their death affects you both, and that they are still with you, and the love is still there, and the messages are going to come through. You choose to receive them or not. Some people don't want to believe in it, and those people maybe won't be contacted, or maybe they will and be super surprised and all of a sudden be like, wow, I'm a believer. I don't know. I just know that since Ray has died, everything I've done has pretty much been in honor of him and designed to make, hi guys, to make not just him proud, but of course, when I meet my maker and I want him to be proud. So I'm working for like another level here, but at the moment, I'm very aware that now I'm 60, so I have a minimal amount left. And it almost seems like I have to work so much harder than I ever have before, when I felt like there was all the time in the world. But there's not all the time in the world. And I have so much to do in my life. So that's why I do what I do. And I don't expect to become, you know, a mogul making a lot of money from what I do, because what I do doesn't really make money. It makes memories. Did we find a gator? I think we found a gator. Let's look. I don't know, this looks like a gator. People were pointing at it, so I thought there might be a gator in there, but I don't see any gators. Okay then. At least it's not so hot and sunny. No, Nicole, I'm in the Florida Everglades, not walking to the beach. And this is a national park, so the animals here are, how did the park rangers put it, habituated. These animals know there are people around. And when's the last time you heard about a person getting attacked by an alligator in the Everglades National Park? Have you ever heard of that? I have not. Yeah, oh, I know where Bigfoot is. I'll take y'all to see Bigfoot one of these days. I know where he lives. Okay, let's go on a trail. What do you think? This is the Otter Cave Hammock Trail. So we might see otters. These cute little guys. There are limestone cavities along this trail that have little creatures like crayfish, frogs, and mosquito larvae. Love that. And they sustain the ecosystem during the dry season. So this is actually a tree island. And Miccosukee Indians built villages and sustained their culture on tree islands like this one. In fact, the Indian tribe that lives here to this day, I'm actually on a Miccosukee Indian reservation where I am standing. They are still connected to this landscape. Their modern day structures are visible to the west. Wait, oh look, here's a picture. Miccosukee Indian Village on a Shark River Slough hammock. Right there, that's what the Miccosukee villages looked like then in 1920, and they still look just like that today. Okay, we're going into the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. This is Otter Cave. Like most mature hammocks, has a self-defense mechanism which helps protect it from fire. You are standing over a slightly lower area that forms a moat around the tree island. Weak organic acids drain off of the elevated hammock, concentrate around the edge, and dissolve the underlying limestone rock. Fires usually stop when reaching this wetter area. Look, like that. That's pretty cool, huh? Isn't God amazing? And you know, pharmaceutical companies think that they can fix what ails us. Oh, I beg to differ. I mean, who came up with the let's protect this place from fire? It wasn't a person. You know what I mean? It is peaceful, Catherine. I should lower my voice. Let's just walk through. Look how beautiful this is. Yes, this is a real path tree, Rogie. And if I see Bigfoot, you'll see him first. This is what's known as a hammock. During the daytime, it gets blisteringly hot outside. So as we know, a hammock is for sleeping in, right? Well, this is where the animals sleep during the day. The nocturnal animals, that is. Oh, look at this path. Ooh, I have to maneuver this path. I haven't done a path like this in years. And a little bit I want to say about that. I've been on a walking regimen lately to get more walking into my life because I've become convinced that walking is the key to longevity. Oh, here's one of those holes they were talking about. Otter holes, I think. Well, it looks like a hole to me. Okay, I gotta speak softly. I hear stuff in the woods. It's kind of creepy. Look, little holes everywhere. Holy guacamole. Look at that. So crazy, right? Oh my gosh, that is neat. They're everywhere. This is quite the hiking adventure. I think we could just sit here and relax. No, I don't want to sit there. It's kind of yucky. Hi, Gretchen. I'm hunting rabbits. No, I'm joking. Be very, very quiet. I ruined that joke, didn't I? What's this? It's a gator's over here. There might be. You never know. Gators just jump around when you come. You've seen it happen on my show. It's crazy. It's so scary. But they have been harmless so far. Gator. All right, and we're back on the trail. People rent bikes or they bring their own bikes here. This is a huge biking trail. Those are huge bikers. Brought their own bikes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Florida Everglades National Park. It's times like this where I feel like I am all by myself in the great big Florida Everglades. This is such a very special place to me, but also to the world. I don't know, is this one of the 7 wonders of the world? Because if it isn't, it should be. This is an ecosystem unlike anywhere else, anywhere on the planet. It's so special. There are critters found. Ooh, critters. I found them. Guys, look, look, look. Get ready for this. Oh, sorry. Turn the camera around. I think he's sleeping. I don't want to get too close because he is not too far. I woke him up. Okay. Okay. Nice, Gator. Okay. Everything's okay. Wow. Okay. Wow, look at that, you guys. He's awake. Yeah. He's big. Super big. Okay, I told you I was gonna find you a gator. I am so close to this gator. Yeah. Everyone's like, wow. Yep. And he's wide awake now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Wakey, wakey, eggs are wakey. Oh, the bikers are coming back to see him. Yeah, you're a star. Yeah, you just named him Catherine. That's Hugo. Gator of 1,000 faces. Oh, we have to get to the side because here's the tram. Well, the tram's gonna talk about the alligator. So let's listen to what he says. Hey everyone. All right. Hugo was not impressed at all about the tram going by. Yeah. And you can see all these other people are like, look, it's an alligator. Look, wow, we got it. There it is. There it is. Now I'm going to get a little bit closer because he's got lots of targets, so it doesn't have to be me. Okay. Alrighty then. He's going back to sleep. He doesn't care. He's tired.
We think he's tired.
Yeah, he's sleeping. His eyes are closed. He's just taking a nappy nap. Big old gator. I love them. I love them so much. Okay, we continue our walk. There. We did not disappoint. Now anything that happens, don't care. Oh, look at this. Look at this guy. Wow. That's a beautiful bird. I think it's a heron. Yeah, he wanted to be on the beach part. You know it. Look at that beautiful bird. So pretty. It's like National Geographic over here. Good thing he's not near that gator. What a beautiful, beautiful bird. Yeah, he is very focused, isn't he? He's stoic. I wonder what he's thinking about. Look at his beautiful face. Just gorgeous. Actually, I think that must be a her. because she's not so brightly colored. I'll bet that's a girl. She looks like a statue. Okay, let's see what else we can see here in the Florida Everglades. Yeah. Yes, if you love this show, don't forget it costs me money to get into the national parks, and I would appreciate some love. The Florida Everglades. Wait a minute, look at this. How beautiful. I love those little flowers. If you're an artist, you might want to take a screenshot of that. That's so Florida. Yeah, he's hoping you don't see him exactly. He's a statue on purpose. Oh, we're back at the Otter Cave Hammock Trail. Okay, so I think we have to go this way. Wait, that means that, no, we went the wrong way. So we'll get to go past Hugo, the gator of 1,000 faces. Anyway, as I was saying, if you want to support the Beach Report, she'll love super chats and gifts. Look at that. Look how cool that is. You don't touch this one, but boy, is that pretty. It's like a pink puffball. Beautiful. Yeah, there's nothing Australia about this, but I can imagine that Australia has some similar views and landscapes. But this is the Florida Everglades, and there's actually nothing like it in the world. This is one of the most important ecosystems too in relation to the Florida Panhandle and north. Oh, Hugo. Hi, Hugo. He's sleeping again. He's sleepy. He doesn't care about anything. He sure doesn't care about me. Good night, Hugo. Sweet dreams. Oh, by the way, alligators, not your friends. I know that you might see a lot of videos on YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff, and that people are hugging and kissing alligators and acting like they're their best friends. But that is simply not the truth. Alligators are wild animals. They do not care about people. They do not want to eat people, by the way. They really don't. But if you start feeding them, then you train them to want to get food from people. Same with bears, mountain lions. Never, ever, ever, ever feed wild animals anything. Not even if you got cookies in your purse, whatever, you do not feed wild animals under any circumstances. Because when you feed wild animals, not only are you putting yourself in danger, but you're putting the animals in danger. Because when they start looking at humans for food, then they get too close to humans and they end up having to be removed and killed. And that's on humans, that's not on them. It's very sad. There's another one. Look. Look at this guy. These are mid-sized alligators. Look at that. This one is awake. Not moving at all. Yeah, my gator Yeah, I don't want to talk too loud. Are you guys enjoying this hike? So that's 3 gators we found. Now in the winter, they don't move that much. They're trying to conserve their energy. Because in the spring, they get busy mating. And the gators have a good time dating. I have an actual video of gators on a date. It's a glorious thing to see. They're so cute. And they cuddle with each other. And they kiss and they hold hands. I'm glad you guys are having fun. Could you please like and share and all that good stuff and subscribe? And if you want to join my members group, it will only cost you $1 a week. I, of course, prefer super chats and gifts because that $5 that it costs to join my group, half of it goes to YouTube. Just so you know, no one's getting rich here, but every little bit helps. It's very hot out here, by the way. So it's interesting that these water lilies, you would think that the flowers would be open, but they're not. They're closed up tight like it's night. Or maybe they open at nighttime? I don't know, it's kind of strange. What else is in the water? Hi, George. Nobody's ever been gator attacked in this park, ever. And these gators aren't interested in attacking me. I'm not going to do anything to bother them. As we say in Florida, no molestar the gators. I laughed so hard when I thought, who would molest a gator? But molestar actually means bother. Don't bother the gators. Don't bother them, they won't bother you. Don't walk little dogs by them. Don't feed them. But most times they're just hanging out, chilling like villains. The sun comes out and it's so hot, and the sun goes away and it's so delightful. And there are no mosquitoes today, and it's just absolutely the most gorgeous, bestest day ever to be out in Shark Valley. I can tell you that.